Alright, we're here with Damo. He got top 8 at TCG Cup. Let's see what you were playing, mate.
Yeah, so today I've been playing Branded for like a year, and everyone was making fun of me for playing Branded for a year.
As you should.
So I decided I would still play Branded, but kind of put a bit of a spicy twist on it. I saw this on Facebook, so I figured I'd give it a try. So this is
Facebook, where all good brews come.
I know, right? So this was Runick Branded Bystial. So yeah, let's get into it.
Can you say that one more time?
Runick Branded Bystial.
Wow. Alright,
Okay.
let's do it.
So we'll start off with the Bystial engine. So you play 3 Lubellion, and then to support it you play the 1 Magna, obviously, and then double Druis, Baldrake, Saronir, and then the Bystial Aluba. So these are really good in this deck because there is a pretty handy card called Branded Regained. And in a Runick deck, you like to draw cards. And being able to draw every turn when you summon a Bystial, when you banish a Light or Dark off the top of your opponent's deck, when you SP, like banish your opponent's Light or Dark monster, you can put it back, draw a card, and then summoning a Bystial back whenever they summon a monster is crazy. And with 3 Lubellion, you want to get to this as soon as possible, which is why I played 2. And the Bystials are just a really good level for synchroing, being level 6, and you just have an infinite grind game. And I'd like never read this card before I saw this deck list. Well, I think I read it when it came out, and like, man, this shit's trash. But it is a level 4 Dragon Tuner with Bystial in the name, so you can switch it off with Bystial Lubellion. And it is treated as Albaz in the Grave, which is relevant, as I'll explain. But it does have a pretty cool effect where you can like steal dragons if you're going to play a Dragon Link player. But yeah, this lineup was pretty good all day. The Bystials kind of carried, to be honest, much better than I thought they would have. So the branded section of it, I play triple Cartesia and double Quem. Should I be playing through Quem? Absolutely. As is the case with a lot of things in this deck, I threw it together the night before. So if the question is why you're not playing this, it's probably that I didn't have it. So yeah, you should absolutely be playing through Quem.
The real question is, why aren't the people who've got it not topping?
Yeah, don't know, right? Yeah, that's because this deck isn't real. But yeah, these cards are pretty good with Runics, to be honest. When I first saw this, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because I'm just used to these in normal Branded Despia. But these are level 4 tuners, which is kind of crazy. And with Hugin, obviously, which is a level 2, you can make a Synchro 6. And then with another of these, you can make the 6 and a 4 into a Baron or a Chingy, or, you know, there's so many good Synchro 10s. So the combo is you normal Quem, you send a tuner in one of these two, and then you use any Runic spell to summon a Runic Fusion, summon back the tuner, and then you've just got a bunch of draws, a Baron, and then your entire hand should be Runic spells. And Cartesia is also good to fuse. That does come up occasionally as well, but I'll get onto that later. So that's all for the branded stuff. And then for the Runic engine, it's pretty standard. 2 Fountain, 3 Tap. You just play 3 of all the good ones. 3 Destruction, 3 Freezing, 3 Slumber, and then the 1 Smiting Storm is what I played. Yeah, this is pretty good all day. You want to play enough so that you actually draw them. Some are definitely better than others. Like I played against a couple of Unchained, and Destruction was just awful against that deck. And Smiting Storm probably should have been Dispelling, but I kind of wanted... this is better going second, Dispelling sucks going second, and going first you can just, you know, summon a Runic Fusion with it. But the list I net decked played this instead of Dispelling, so that's the main reason. But these were good. I didn't want any more. Usually saw enough. And these are just so good going second. I lost pretty much every dice roll. I think I won one dice roll today, but
Join the club.
yeah. But you just rip apart boards with these, go second, and draw a bunch of cards. So yeah, they're really
And did
good.
you find that you were milling people out often, or milling people's good stuff?
Well, I was definitely I milled a lot of good stuff against like the Unchained guys, like milling all the one-offs at the top of the deck is pretty good. I never fully decked someone out, but I was in the position where if I kept playing and they didn't scoop, then yeah, I would have been able to take them out. But people are smart enough usually to scoop before you get to that point.
Nice.
Can you tell us your stand on Runick cards, please?
Well, I still like to call myself a Runick hater. I don't know if I'm cut out to play this deck full time. But to be fair, it was probably the most fun I've had playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, so I don't know what that says about me as a person.
Because you've been playing fucking Branded for a year.
Probably the worst thing about this deck is the fact that you can barely play any non-engine because you have to, if you're playing Runicks, you have to play a fuck ton of them so that you actually see them. And then you kind of want to have the Bystials, otherwise your deck just does nothing. So you only really have, at least in the main deck, you only really have six slots for these. Ash is just kind of the most versatile hand trap this format. And this was good.
No regrets on Ash?
I kind of wished it was Nib at some points. I played it against a lot of combo, and it was never bad, but there were definitely times where it's like, against Unchained, this card's like really mid. You just throw it at the first thing and hope it sticks.
Every deck gets hit by Ash.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it's good against everything, but it's not like great against anything.
Did you find Talents was good today?
I've kind of been back and forth on this card before, especially at 3, but it was really good today. Going second, it was really good. Just taking all your opponent's shit after they activate things, and I got drolled a couple times today, and you're just like, okay, well, Talents, look at your hand, take your one starter. It's like a bunch of Runick spells.
Nice.
So Talents was pretty good, but I often sided like a couple copies out or something. That's it for the main. Straight 40. Onto the extra. This isn't my finest. This isn't my finest work, but I play.
Don't downplay yourself, mate. Top 8.
So for the Runick fusions, I play this lot. So I play the Hugin, obviously, because it's the best one, Search the Fountain. But it is a level 2, which is really important. Because with any of the level 4 branded tuners, you can make either Tri-Edge Master or Coral Dragon. The idea of these is that they kind of do the same thing. They both draw a card, but Tri-Edge Master, when you use a 2 or a 4 for it, which is you're always a 2 and a 4, which you're always doing, draws a card on summon. Whereas Coral Dragon draws a card when it's used as synchro material. But it does have the effect to discard and pop a card, but you really have tuners to discard, so that doesn't really come up. This card was cracked. This card was so much better than Coral Dragon all the day, because sometimes, like, if you start with Cartesia and not Quem, because, I'm not playing 3 Quem, so that's pretty common, sometimes you actually don't have another level 4 tuner to get into your 10s, so you just want to get that draw, and then if you only played Coral Dragon or played 2 Coral, you wouldn't actually be able to get that draw at all. So I think I made this pretty much every game, and I never made Coral Dragon. Didn't make it once all day. But you probably cut this, to be honest. And with this, because it's a light, you can banish it with Regain to put it back.
And you're making these with a branded tuner and the level 2?
Hugin. Yeah. And this, you do this every game. That's your draw engine, pretty much. So this was really, really good. And then I played Munin for time, and it's just another throwaway Runick fusion as well. Gary's pretty good, adding back the fountains if they get popped, and plus it can come up in the battle. Like if you go to battle, I didn't do it today, but you can go to battle, obviously, summon it in the battle phase and pop a card. But it is a level 4, which is important because it means you can make 8s. And then Sleipnir, which a lot of people don't play in Runick decks, but it's just SP at home pretty much, like during your main or your opponent's battle. It's in theory. Some lists I saw played Veiler, so you can make a Synchro 10 with this because it's a 9, the Veiler, which is funny. I summoned it a couple times. It was alright, but it wasn't like
that's
fantastic.
So shit.
Well, it's why I didn't play Veiler. So.
I keep it on 5.
It came up once in battle where I summoned it and banished their shit, but like it was pretty mid, to be honest. And then for the only branded card in the extra, I played the Grand King Knoll because sometimes when you open a Bystial that's like not Magna, well, any Bystial really, that's not Lubellion, and you open Cartesia, you can go into, because Regain is so important for this deck, you can go into this with Cartesia, send the Lubellion, summon the Bystial, tribute it for Lubellion, get Regained, and then your whole engine's online. So this definitely came
Skunks.
Yeah, and then for him, I also play the Lulu, because it is nice to have something to tag into this. An extra deck space isn't that tight in this deck, to be honest. I summoned it a couple times and it was right. You can send it off of this as well to get a Quim in the end phase. So
nice.
That's alright. And then for the main synchros, I played Baron, discard a Chinying. You'd probably add Chaos Angel here, but I don't have it. But Baron's obviously the best one, and this is what I made most of the time. But Chinying's actually really good as well. Like, if you have Bystials in hand, once again, it's just a free banish whenever you want. And obviously Runick spells banish, so it's really, really easy to trigger this. And it gets really fucking big when your opponent has like a billion banish cards. And I didn't summon Disparter once, but in theory it is really good. So I just, to be honest, quite often forgot that I had to summon the extra.
So, Dinkum?
Yeah. And then the funny card, I played Scarlight. Because obviously it's an 8, you can go Arena level 4 into this, and it's good to have a time win con that's not Munin, because Munin you have to get to the end phase, but if you're playing in main phase and time gets called, you can Scarlight. So easy to make. I did it against Unchained, and yeah, that's alright. You kind of have to play these cards these days. And I do have the
Just
1
play
SP.
faster.
What's that?
Just play faster.
Well, with Runick, you always go into time, really, and if people don't scoop against you, quite often you just can't kill them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this card's great. Of course it's good. It's pretty cracked in this deck, though, because like all the Runick fusions are so easy to summon, so you're always getting the bonus effect to banish. This deck's sometimes just SP Turbo, to be honest. It's good, obviously.
In line.
And then, yeah, and then I played Dweller, because it's good against Unchained, and in theory you can go level 4 Runick, and any level 4 to make Dweller, and it's alright. Never made it, though. Probably should cut it. On the sides, I played 3 Droll, the gold for BM. It's Droll. 3 Nib, it's Nib. This probably should have been the main. One of these two should have probably been over Ash, or maybe I could have played 2 and 2 of these. I don't know. Yeah, they were good. I used them a couple times. I used Droll a lot. Definitely saved my ass a couple times against like Vanadium. Then I played 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Dark Ruler, 3 Evenly, and a Thrust. Basically, I could borrow 1 Thrust, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to have some options, because there's like no engine options to go.
Bro, I'll give it a butt. I think Thrust sucks.
Well, I used it once today, and I set a talents and then passed because they had no monsters. It's like, okay, this card sucks. It's not bad.
So much worse than Tactics, especially in a format with lots of Droll.
It's way better when you can get engine off of this, but if you don't have engine to set off of this, then it kind of sucks.
Like, it's not generically good. It's only good in some decks, in my opinion.
These were all fine.
Yeah,
I barely even drew these though. Like I don't think I ever. I used Dark Ruler once and it was really good. I used Evenly once against Unchained and they built the full board. I never used Lightning Storm and I used Thrust once and it sucked. So the side deck's probably bad, to be honest. And then the last card is Branded Etude. So you can place it off the Lebellion, obviously, but it is quite good against Unchained because everything they link away with gets banished. It's really good against Vanadium as well because they do like to have their grave sometimes. It was good. I played against Unchained, and you stick this card and stick a Bystial, and they kind of struggled to get rid of it.
Well, a lot of Unchained here. How did that go?
It did go pretty well. I lost in the top 8 match against Unchained, but it was a really, really close game. He played really well.
Oh, nice.
And then...
Well, you played the winner, so...
Yeah, he won the tournament, so you can't really be mad about it. And, yeah, there is a bit of Unchained hate in here, because I knew there were going to be people playing it. But yeah, it all worked pretty well in the end.
So, overall thoughts on the deck?
It's fun. I thought this deck was going to be awful. Like, I was literally here for O2 drop and play Edison. But
I'll keep it a buck. So did I. I'm amazed he went top 8. But good stuff.
Yeah. It worked out all right. Would I play it again? Maybe.
Would you play it for a big event again?
Maybe. I think I'd need some more cards and some bigger changes. Like, I'd need a Typhon from the extra. You probably play 2 SP as well. And I need a 3rd Quim. It was fun though. I enjoyed playing it.
Could be tricked out a bit more, but overall good performance.
Yeah, I think it's a bit slept on. Like, you hear about this deck, it's like, what the fuck is that? But like, it is actually like, you know, it's kind of like the same theory as the Naturia Runick deck, but it's definitely a bit worse. So yeah, it was pretty good. Shout outs to the boys for making it down to Christchurch. Shout outs to Earl for letting me borrow pretty much the entire Runicks. So thanks.
You mean all the Runicks apart from Slipnir?
Yeah. Well, I brought the Slipnir, but all the other Runicks. thanks to Jack for like bullying me for making misplays last night because it was the first time I ever played the deck.
And
obviously,
at you, it's like, you forgot this.
Yeah, that obviously paid off because it seemed to work out. Yeah, cheers.
Sweet.